Philippine mythical creatures and monsters. The Ng. These creatures are a mixture of zombies and vampires. The Ng is an Aswang that rises from the dead and feeds upon humans by biting their necks. Their canine fangs are most prominent, and one can usually escape them by running in a zigzag direction or by climbing up a tree. Due to the stiffness of the Ng's body, the monster can only walk in a straight direction and cannot climb trees. Bodies of water are also good hiding spots, since the Ng is frightened of them. The Ceranae. This is perhaps a creature resembling the Minotaur. The Ceranae is a half-human, half-bull with a jewel attached to its ears. The pendant that it wears is a magic jewel. Anyone who steals it becomes as strong as 10 people. It was also said that when a Ceranae gets angry, its nose emits smoke. Those who attempt to steal this jewel from the Ceranae is killed in cold blood. The Ng Tique. The Ng Tique is the female counterpart of the Tikbalang. They are, however, more similar to centaurs, with their heads being that of a female human and the body of a horse from the waist down. Sometimes they are also described to have one horn, like that of a unicorn, and are attracted to gemstones. Legends say that the Ng Tique appears on the event that rain falls even with a clear sky. The Tiyanak. Tiyanak is a vampiric creature in Philippine mythology that takes on the form of a toddler or a baby. Although there are various types, it typically takes the form of a newborn baby and cries in the jungle to attract unwary travelers. Once it is picked up by an unfortunate passerby, it reverts to its true form and attacks the victim. The Tiyanak is also depicted to take malevolent delight in leading travelers astray, or in abducting children. This is not so much a dwarf or a goblin. In fact, a Tiyanak is similar to that of a changeling, or a demon spirit in the form of a child. Usually, Aswang use them as substitutes for the children they snatched away as victims. The Tikbalang. Tikbalang is a creature of Philippine folklore, said to lurk in the mountains and forests of the Philippines. It is a tall, bony humanoid creature with the head and hooves of a horse, and disproportionately long limbs, to the point that its knees reach above its head when it squats down. In some versions, it is a transformation of an aborted fetus sent to Earth from limbo. The Tikbalang is what you would call a reverse centaur. The creature's body is male, and its head and feet are that of a horse. These creatures are said to scare travelers astray, usually getting them lost and traveling in circles. The Duende. The Duende are the Philippines' equivalent of hobgoblins and dwarves. These are creatures, or little gnome spirits, that play a certain amount of mischief on humans. Though from time to time they are also considered house guardians. The Duende also play a great many part in superstitions throughout the country. The Kapre. A Kapre is usually depicted as sitting on a large tree trunk, smoking a huge tobacco that emits smoke that produces a strong aroma that will attract its human prey's attention. It is characterized as a menacing creature that seeks refuge in big trees and displays human physical attributes, but with taller height at about 7 to 10 feet, and more hairy, with thick beard, brown skin, and deep eyes that makes them appear more menacing than ordinary human beings. Characterized as a tree giant, Kapres are normally described as having a strong smell that would attract human attention. The Manananggal. The most distinct quality that separates Manananggals from the Aswang is that, in flight, it detaches itself from its human torso. Imagine just seeing half of the creature flying above you. That's practically enough to scare the wits out of a lot of people. In Tagalog, the term Manananggal translates to one who separates itself in its disguise. The Manananggal takes the form of an older, beautiful woman, sometimes described as having bloodshot eyes. This is also a monster that can potentially turn its victims into Manananggals, usually through physical or supernatural means. The Sigbin. The Sigbin or Sigbin is a creature said to come out at night to suck the blood of victims from their shadows. It is said to walk backwards with its head lowered between its hind legs, and to have the ability to become invisible to other creatures, especially humans. It resembles a hornless goat but has very large ears, which it can clap like a pair of hands, and a long, flexible tail that can be used as a whip. The Sigbin is said to emit a nauseating odor. It is believed to issue forth from its lair during Holy Week, looking for children that it will kill for their hearts, which it fashions into amulets, and is connected to the Aswang as a type of familiar, not so much a similar creature. The Tik-Tik. Tik-Tik is a creature in the form of a bird-like human. It is similar to wak-wak in the common Filipino term. Both are winged humans who search for victims at night. They hunger for flesh and blood, especially that of fetuses, much like the Manananggal, except they cannot sever their torsos from their body. These shape-shifting Aswang monsters turn into large birds or bats, and prowls at night. The Tik-Tik is named for the sound it emits when it flies. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Like, comment, and share.